All right, we are live. Okay, this is your 2025 Bowman Draft 3-case 20-box player break number 1. We have air. We have air. We have our case of hobby and our case of 2 cases of delight. So let me slide these out of the way really quick. Let's get the hobby jumbo opened up. These out. Let's get into it. Am I in the right spot? LOL. Are you? Alright, here we go. Let's have some fun. Gonna start off with Jumbo. And 3 empty box. Move through some paper. Very nice hit to start. 193 out of 499 on the refractor auto for Ryan Weidman. Refractor is going to be Braden Montgomery and J.J. Weatherholt. First break in like 4 years. Dang. Hopefully we get you some good luck. Who do you have? Ethan Frey. So we're starting off with our autos right on one side. I didn't think we were going to do that. But Ethan Frey, first Bowman base auto. That's how I usually work down the same row because I'm like, usually it's an auto per row. Malcolm Moore and Jefferson Rojas. Now we're just upside down. Arias, Kyson Witherspoon, Murph Gray, Cash Mayfield, and Kalen Culpepper there. Speckle, very nice. Cade Anderson, first Bowman Speckle. Nice hit for the Cade Anderson spot. Sky Blue, going to be Jackson Wiggins on the Sky Blue. Gustavo Melendez and Cooper Fleming on your refractors there. Sky Blue paper of Jamie Arnold, 278 out of 499 for Jamie Arnold. Kevin McGonigal on the chrome. It's going to be Nolan Shabart and Josh Owens on your refractors. Ching Sing Ko on the chrome. Mason Morris, Mike Sirota, and J.D. Dix on your refractors. Jackson Wiggins red, please. Nate George, Joseph Giroux. In action for Charlie Condon, Kyle Lodi, and Zach Root on your refractors there. True Gold, going to be Felnin Celestine, 4 out of 50 for Felnin. Very nice. Ethan Hedges on your X-Fractor first. Thomas White and Luke Dickerson to finish off that stack. Nate Sneed. True Blue, going to be 9 out of 150 for Gavin Killen on the blue. Nice hit for Gavin there. Sky Blue, going to be Mike Sirota, Tayton Gray, and Matthew Mura on the refractors. Base auto going to be Ryan Mitchell on the base auto. Nice hit for the Ryan Mitchell spot. George Lombard Jr. and Brody Brecht. It's going to be George Lombard Jr. again. Enrique Bradfield. JoJo Parker, Jack Gervich, and Nolan Sailors on your refractors. Gold, or yellow, I'm sorry. Mitch Voigt, 55 out of 75 for Mitch Voigt on the first Bowman yellow. Dominic Reed. Ethan Hedges and Cade Crossland on your refractors to finish that box off. How do I want to do this? We have 8, and then we have 12. So if I do, let's do another jumbo. Empty box. What's up, Gabe? How we doing, brother? Starting out with the blue paper, 120 out of 150 for Franklin Arias. And on your auto, that is going to be Quentin Young on the base auto. I said Franklin. Caleb Lays and Aaron Escobar on your refractors there. Thank you. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Arjun Mala. Colin Yamin and Xavier Nans on your refractors. Green Reptilian of Brian Curley, 49 out of 99. And your auto, going to be Kane Kepley on the base auto. Thank you, Gabe. Appreciate that. Carlos LaGrange and Caleb Wing on your refractors. $95 out of 150 for Eduardo Tate on the blue. Billy Carlson on the refractor and JoJo Parker. Nice couple of refractors there for two of the bigger chases in this product. I I'm naming him Bowman G. Cash Mayfield, Gustavo Melendez, Landon Verdeaux, Eduardo Quintero, Gage Wood, and James Ellwanger on your refractors. Can't speak today. X-Fractor. Going to be Cameron Maldonado on the X-Fractor. My goodness. Tim Piacentine and Aiden West on your refractors. Ike Irish and Devin Taylor on your refractors there. Refractor auto going to be Antonio Jimenez. 342 out of 499 for Antonio Jimenez. It's going to be Cameron Maldonado and Enrique Bradfield Jr. on your refractors. Mike Sirota. Grant Richardson and Felnin Celestine on your refractors. I'm trying to see if I do 2. I'm going to do 4, 4, 4. So 2, 2, 2. So I'm going to do another. So I'm going to do 4. I'm going to do 2, 4. I'm going to do. Okay. Going to be Jacob Reamer, 71 out of 99 on the green paper for Jacob Reamer. Dax Kilby, very nice, and Easton Carmichael on your refractors. Tim Piacentine on the first. Ryan Waldschmidt and Walker Jenkins on your refractors. It's going to be 93 out of 125 for Jamie Arnold. Very nice. Nice hit for the Jamie Arnold spot. Ryan Waldschmidt. Sky Blue, going to be J.D. Dix. Eli Willits on the first refractor and Ethan Frey on your first refractor to finish out box number 2. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. You know what? Let's jump in. Because they're 6 and 6. So I could do 2 more. Then I'll do 6 Delight, 2 boxes. And then 6 Delight, 2 boxes. Right? Should I do that? I'm going to do that. Let's do it that way. Let's do it that way. See some JoJo. I'm feeling Ethan Petrie shoe color. Are you feeling that because you bought him or just a hunch? Empty box. Castillo, Caden Kent, Sean Gamble, and Tate Southseen on your first refractors there. X-Fractor, going to be Brody Brecht on the X-Fractor, Carlos Lagrange. Caleb Lays and Luis Pena on your refractors. It's going to be Cameron Maldonado, Dax Kilby, Eli Willits on the base. Gage Wood and Cody Miller on your refractors. Couple refractors first there. Gold Wave, 5 out of 50 for Chase Shores. Nice hit for the Chase Shores spot on the Gold Wave to 50. Grant Richardson and Aiden Miller on your refractors. Base auto, gonna also be Chase Shores on the base auto. This is the Chase Shores box. Jacob Reamer. Billy Carlson, Luke LaCourse, and Corbin Dickerson on your refractors. Sky Blue Paper going to be Nick Becker, 361 out of 499 for Nick Becker. Charles Davilon and Landon Vidor on the chromes, or on the refractors, my apologies. It's going to be Tommy Tanks and Dakota Jordan on your refractors. .38 out of 150 for Cody Boker. True Blue first Bowman. Sky Blue going to be Josua Lugo. Nick Becker on the first and Ryan Weidman on your refractor first. Braden Montgomery, 7 out of 199 for Braden Montgomery. It's going to be Eli Willits on the refractor first and Jake Cook on the refractor first. Nice couple of first refractors there for Willits and Cook. Auto is going to be J.D. Thompson on the base auto there. Hagen Smith and Esmerlin Valdez on your refractors. It's going to be Cam Caminetti. In action of Theo Gillen, Tanner Franklin, and Aaron Walton on your refractors. JB Middleton, 15 out of 35 on what should be your Bowman refractor, but it's just basically a refractor. Out of 35 for J.B. Middleton. Blake Mitchell and Max Clark on your refractors to finish off that box. So I figured out what I'm going to do. I'm going to rip half a case of Jumbo, then a full case of Delight, then another half case of Jumbo, then another full case of Delight. Sound good? So this will be our last Jumbo, and then we'll blow through a case of Delight. Figured it out. Empty box, and then we'll do the second half. What? Very nice. Steel Hall on the base auto. Steel Hall, nice hit for the Steel Hall spot. Matt Barr and Caleb Bonnemer on your refractors there. Chicken with base auto every other break, just enough to keep me chasing. Mason McConaughey and Aaron Walton on your refractors there. Cameron Millar, going to be 167 out of 199 on the auto for Cameron Millar. Nice hit. For the Millar spot. Arjun Namala and Max Clark. It does feel like that sometimes, yeah. It's going to be Zach Root. First on print to 100 for Zach Root. Very nice. Quentin Young and Mason Morris on your first refractors. George Lombard Jr., Cade Anderson, and Murph Gray on your refractors there. X-Fractor going to be Ryan Waldschmidt on your X-Fractor. Jackson Wiggins and Eduardo Tate on your refractors there. Huh?
My back's hurting. Going back a bit.
Chase Shores and Kason Cunningham on your first refractors. Ooh. Quentin Young on the black X-Fractor, 3 of 10 for the Quentin Young spot. Congrats. And 244 out of 250 for Bryce Rayner. Nice couple of hits there, back to back. Bryce Rayner on the achromatic Bowman auto. Nice hit for the Rayner spot. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Cam Caminetti and Josiah Hartshorn on the refractor. Nice hit for Quentin Young there. You could also stand if you wanted to. Sean Youngerman and Eduardo Quintero on your refractors. Yeah, it was a really good pack. Sky Blue Paper, 253 out of 499 for Ty Harvey. Michael Olivedo and Steele Hall on your refractors there. Joshua Lugo and CJ Gray on your refractors. And last pack here before we do a full serving of Delight. Do one whole case right here of Delight after this. It's going to be Nick Becker on the Speckle first. Nice hit for the Becker spot. Sky Blue of Matthew Mura. Gavin Feen on the refractor and Ryan Mitchell on the refractor first. All right, let's go ahead and hit it. Box number 1 of Delights. Empty box. They're actually good. Thomas White, Jack Gervich. 96 out of 150 for Luis Pena. Nice hit for the Luis Pena spot on the Achromatic. Followed by Dean Curley on the base. And Ryan Mitchell also on the base auto. In action, going to be Kyson Witherspoon. Michael Salina, 4 out of 150 on the blue geometric. Eli Willits, very nice hit, 6 out of 75 on the yellow. And Nick Becker, 249 out of 250 to finish off that delight. Empty box. Malcolm Moore, Kyle Lodi, Landon Harmon on the base auto, orange wave, very nice hit, 22 out of 25 for Gavin Killen on the orange wave. Congrats to the Killen spot.
Killing it.
And Seth Hernandez on the base auto there. Andrew Salas on the Axis. Jefferson Rojas, 99 of 125. Ty Harvey, 102 out of 150. Grant Richardson, 3 out of 250. And JB Middleton to end off that box. That was a nice one now. No JoJo Parker just yet. Empty box. Yeah, it was the 2 base and the orange wave. Ethan Hedges. Aaron Watson, 4 out of 25. That last stack, there was 3 autos, right? Should be an orange and 2 base.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. 4 out of 25 for Aaron Watson. 71 out of 199 for Ty Harvey. Base auto going to be Eli Willits on the base auto. And true blue auto of Anthony Ayanson, 27 out of 150 for Ayanson. Axis going to be Eli Willits. Johnny Slowinski, 147 out of 150. Corbin Dickerson, 13 out of 99. And Hagen Smith, 113 out of 250 for Hagen Smith there. Empty box. Cash Mayfield, Gustavo Melendez, True Blue Auto, 63 out of 150 for Dean Livingston. Nice hit on the True Blue. 14 out of 99 for JT Quinn. Nice hit for the Quinn spot. And base auto going to be Cody Miller on your base auto for Cody. Dax Kilby, Prize Prospects, Blue Geometric of Tyler Bremner, 78 out of 150 for Tyler Bremner. Caleb Lays, 38 out of 75. And Charles Davilan, 166 out of 250 to finish off that box. Empty box. Purple auto going to be Pico Khan, 175 out of 250 on the purple auto for Pico Khan. Base auto is Briggs McKenzie on the base. Green to 99, Tatum Gray, 94 out of 99 for Tatum Gray. Billy Carlson, Prize Prospects. J.D. Dix, going to be 35 out of 125 for J.D. Michael Lombardi, 20 out of 50 on the gold geometric. And Tanner Franklin, 212 out of 250 for Tanner Franklin. This will do it for one case of Delight here. Here we go. George Lombard Jr., Nolan Shabart. Nolan Shabart again. This time on the auto, 3 out of 150 for Nolan Shabart. There's that man again, Gavin Killen, 295 out of 499 for Gavin Killen. Nice hit. And base auto is going to be Adonis Guzman on the base auto. In action of Kevin McGonigal. Zach Root, 110 out of 125. Jake Cook, 93 out of 99. And Tommy Tanks, 44 out of 250. Tommy Tanks. Alrighty, back over to Jumbo. True Blue, going to be 20 out of 150 for Peter Cuso on the True Blue auto. Nice hit for the Cuso spot. True Blue autos we like. Jackson Wiggins and Eduardo Quintero. Charlie Condon. Griffin Huggis and Mason Morris on your refractor first. Base auto going to be Nate Snead on the base auto. I said for Nate Snead. Refractor of Bryce Cunningham and Eduardo Tate. It's going to be Mitch Voigt, 182 out of 250 on the refractor. Followed by Caleb Bonnemer, 101 out of 1 out of 125. First time print for Caleb Bonnemer there. Refractor of Landon Hodge and Kason Cunningham on your refractors. Cameron Nelson on the first. Kyson Witherspoon. Xavier Nayans. Chase Shores on the refractor and Trevor Cohen on your refractors there. It's going to be Josh Owens on the X-Fractor. Ryan Sloan. Rainiel Rodriguez and Josiah Hartshorn on your refractors. Tim Piaston on the first. Cameron Maldonado, Dax Kilby. Refractors of Joshua Flores and Steele Hall. Very nice on your refractor hits there. It's going to be Matthew Fisher on the base auto. Nice hit for the Matthew Fisher spots. Johnny Farmello and CJ Gray on your refractors. Pico Khan. Refractor of Cam Caminetti and Carson Bench. Sky blue paper going to be Brady Ebel, 256 out of 499 for Brady Ebel. Refractors, Mason McConaughey and Ryan Mitchell on your refractors. For Gavin's last name, it's pronounced Kalen. Okay, gotcha. Cash Mayfield, Gustavo Melendez. Arjun Namala and Caleb Bonner. Murph Gray, 212 out of 250 for Murph Gray on the purple. Gavin Fiend on the sky blue. Quinn Young and Murph Gray there. You said for Gavin, and then I got to Gavin Fiend, and I was like, but I know who you're talking about. Got to Gavin Fiend, I was like, huh? Empty box. It's going to be Dean Moss on the base auto for Dean Moss. Rainiel Rodriguez and Dakota Jordan. You know what's funny is I think my buddy told me that's how you pronounce it, but every time I pull him and I see his name, like Gavin Killen, because I think it just sounds cool, but yeah, I should probably pronounce his name right. Travis Bazana. Charles Davilon and Gavin Kalen there on the refractor. I did it there. Oh. Base auto is going to be Miguel Cime Jr. on the base auto for Cime Jr. Tommy Tanks and Sean Episcop on the refractor. Need a snap back. Or a snack pack, you mean, I think? Ooh, wow. When you're hot, you're hot. Gavin Kalen on the final draft. That is sick. Nice hit for the Kalen spot. My goodness. After you just said he's paid, you're like, bruh. Landon Harmon, 131 out of 250 on the purple. Nick Becker and Tate Southseen on your refractors. He's probably not done. It's going to be Tommy Tanks. In action of Tyler Bremner, Joshua Flores, and Ryan Weidman on your refractors. $22 out of 75. Yellow Reptilian for Felnin Celestine on the Reptilian. Dax Kilby. X-Fractor. Nice hit for the Kilby spot. Hagen Smith and Corbin Dickerson on the refractors. It is. It is. That is true. It's going to be Tyson Lewis, Max Bellew. Keelan. So it's Gavin Keelan. Gotcha. Keelan. Tanner Franklin and Jake Cook on the refractors. Gavin Keelan. Ooh. That's a good looking card there. 42 out of 150 on the blue wave for Zach Root. Nice hit for Zach Root there. Blake Mitchell and Luis Pena. Johnny Farmello and Esmerlin Valdez on the refractors. Yeah, that Zach Root was pretty sweet. I like that. Sky Blue of Johnny Level on the Sky Blue. 152 out of 499 for Johnny Level. Theo Gillen. Griffin Huggis and Cody Miller on your refractors. Bryce Cunningham and Aiden Miller on the refractors. $122 out of 125 for Theron Lorenzo. Nice hit for Lorenzo. Sky Blue of Marcus Phillips, Landon Hodge, and Landon Vidor on the refractors. We're gonna go ahead and do 3 Delight here because I can't bombard the co-pilot by top loading 6 boxes of this. No, I know, but like if you'd have to top load all of these as we go, I'll just do 3 and then end on 3 empty box. I'm gonna do 3 of these and then 2 of the jumbos and then end on 3 Delights. Caleb Lays, Gage Wood, Liam Doyle, Blue Wave, 102 out of 150. Nice hit for the Liam Doyle spot. Followed by J.D. Thompson on the base auto. 37 of 99 for Jake Cook. Nice hit for Jake Cook. Like Irish there. Blue Geometric, going to be Dominic Fritton. 5 out of 150 for Dominic Fritton. Johnny Level, 73 out of 75. The yellow Geometric. And Chase Shores, 228 out of 250 for Chase Shores. Nolan Sailors behind him. Need more Sean Gamble. Gamble as in bet, bet, bet. I was going to go to the beach today, so I just read 3 shark attacks, 24 hours. Local pools usually full. I'm really so much snot. Shower it is. Hagen Smith, Tanner Franklin, Landon Vidor on the green, 99 of 99 bookend for Landon there. Followed by Riley Kelly on the base auto. And Liam Doyle on the base auto. Leo DeVries on the Axis. Jesus Made going to be 40 out of 125. Tayton Gray, 58 out of 75. And Arjun Nimala, 54 out of 250 for Arjun. Empty box. Eli Willits. Orange geometric 16 out of 25 for Slade Caldwell. 126 out of 199 for Gage Wood. Base auto gonna be Trevor Cone on the base auto. 5 out of 150 for Dean Livingston. Have a break. He hit a true blue earlier too. Nice hit for Dean Livingston there. Billy Carlson on the Axis. Travis Sakura, 41 out of 150. Rock Riggio, 64 out of 99. And Cam Caminetti, 245 out of 250 for Cam Caminetti there. Back to Jumbo we go. Yeah, a lot of the non-first are eating the color. I have noticed that. Empty box. Matthew Fisher. Michael Olivedo and Brian Curley on your refractors there. Kalen Culpepper on the X-Fractor. Theo Gillen. Matt Barr and Josuar Gonzalez on your refractors. Briseño. Weidman. Cade Anderson and Miguel Cime Jr. on your refractors. Who are you looking for, Brendan? And I agree that does suck. I'm sorry. $64 out of $4.99 for Ethan Conrad. Nice hit for the Conrad spots. Sean Youngerman and Sebastian Walcott on your refractors. $22 out of $99 for Eduardo Tate on the green reptilian. Ike Irish on the base auto. Nice hit for Ike Irish. Damn, that sucks, Patrick. I'm sorry. Josua Lugo and Spencer Jones on your refractors. Blue paper, 129 out of 150 for Ryan Waldschmidt. Sky blue paper, going to be Tommy Tanks, 161 out of 499. Tommy Tanks. Cade Obermuller and Mason Peters on your refractors. Tommy White. Charlie Condon and Yohandy Morales on your refractors. Speckle going to be Cade Obermuller on the Speckle. I said Obier. Matt Barr on the Sky Blue. Mason Neville and JT Quinn on the refractors. Eduardo Tate is spelled Tait. Eduardo Tait. 25 out of 100 for Dante Nori. Very nice hit for Dante Nori in his spot. Gavin Feen and Antonio Jimenez on the refractors there. Joseph Jarwa on the base auto for Joseph. Yolfran Castillo and Walker Yannick. Jarwa. Joseph Jarwa. Arjun Nimala. Jesus Made, Caden Kent, and J.D. Thompson on your refractors. Cam Caminetti. Gavin Feen. Johnny Level and Alfredo Duno on your refractors. Gonna do our last box of Yumbo here. Empty box. Trevor Cohn on the base auto. Yandel Ricardo and Tommy Troy on the refractors. Mason Neville and Ben Jacobs on your refractors. Tyler Bremner on the base auto. Nice hit for the Bremner spot. Big name auto. Just wish it was numbered. Yolfran Castillo and Sammy Stafora. In action, Jamie Arnold, 53 out of 99 on the green in action. Followed by 22 out of 250 for Jesus Made on the purple. Caden Kent and Dominic Fritton on your refractors. Billy Carlson, Nate Snead, and Patrick Forbes on your refractors. X-Fractor going to be Ike Irish on the X-Fractor. Johnny Level and Travis Sikora on your refractors. Rock Riggio, Leo DeVries, Jake Monroe, Tayton Gray, and Briggs McKenzie on your refractors. J.D. Thompson on the base auto for J.D. Jacob Reamer and Joshua Kuroda Grar on the refractors. Rainiel Rodriguez. Ryan Sloan and Gavin Turley on your refractors. Sky Blue of Tyler Bremner, 413 out of 499 for Tyler Bremner. Sky Blue of Landon Harmon and Sky Blue. Refractor of Landon Harmon and AJ Russell. Stuck on the Sky Blue Bremner. J.R. Ritchie. Eli Willits. Jesus Made and James Tibbs. Last pack here of Jumbo. It's going to be Charlie Condon, 9 out of 199 on the Reptilian for Charlie Condon. Sky Blue going to be Zach Root, Justin Lampkin, and Mitch Voigt on your refractors. We have 3 boxes left, and they're all delight. Straight to it. Empty box. This way to end out. We'll end on the autos. JoJo Parker. Sammy Stafura, 97 out of 150. Cody Boker, 39 out of 99. Quentin Young, gonna be 230 out of 250 for Quentin Young. Josh Owens, Tommy Tanks. Your first auto is not yet. First auto is... Wow, that's a good one. 91 out of 150 for Seth Hernandez. Very nice hit for the Seth Hernandez spot. It's a beauty. True Blue behind him. Going to be Matthew Mura, 149 out of 150. And base auto is Jordan Yost, but not a bad box there. Empty box. Made. Yandel Ricardo, 53 out of 125. Caden Kent, 50 out of 75. Michael Olivedo, going to be, I can't read upside down, 56 out of 250 for Olivedo. Riley Kelly, Luke LaCourse, Eli Willits, and your first auto. 214 out of 250 for Dean Curley. Let's go from the back here. Kane Kepley on the base auto. On the alarm. And on your gold shimmer, 35 out of 50 for Josh Hammond. On the gold shimmer for Josh Hammond. Sound the alarm. That's good. That was good. Empty box. Josh Hammond on the inaction. Justin Lampkin, 57 out of 125. Kevin McGonigal, 18 out of 50 on the gold geometric. Purple geometric of Jackson Wiggins. Is there like a marker on that? 61 out of 250, but do you see that? It's like, that is like marker. That's so weird. Alright. Jackson Wiggins. Brody Brecht. Grant Richardson. Charles Davilon. Tyler Bremner on the base auto Nice hit for the Bremner spot. That's 2. We'll pull from the back here. Going to be Max Ballou on the base auto. And your last auto of this break. 263 out of 499 for Anthony A. Jansen to finish off this break. Give us a second here. We'll get the recap together for y'all, and we will be right back. Alrighty, let's jump into our auto recap. Our lowest numbered auto was to 25 for Gavin Keelan. Yeah, Gavin Keelan. Nice hit there for Gavin. Out of 50, Josh Hammond and Chase Shores. Out of 50. Out of 99, Landon Vidor, Jake Cook, Tayton Gray, and JT Quinn. Out of 150, Dean Livingston, Liam Doyle, Zach Roots, Matthew Mura, Seth Hernandez, which was a very good one on the Seth. Peter Cousseau, Nola Shabart, Dean Livingston, and Anthony A. Jansen. Out of 199, Gage Wood and Cameron Miller. Out of 250, Dean Curley, Pico Khan, Luis Pena, and Bryce Rayner. Out of 250. Out of 499 here, Anthony A. Jansen, Ethan Conrad, Gavin Keelan, Ryan Weidman, and Antonio Jimenez. On your base autos here, Tyler Bremner, Max Ballou, Trevor Cohn, Riley Kelly, Liam Doyle, J.D. Thompson, Joseph Jarwa, Trevor Cohn, Dean Moss, Miguel Cime Jr., Ike Irish, J.D. Thompson, Tyler Bremner, Jordan Yost, Kane Kepley, Matthew Fisher, Nate Snead, Adonis Guzman, Eli Willits, Cody Miller, Briggs McKenzie, Seth Hernandez, Landon Harmon, Ryan Mitchell, Dean Curley, Steele Hall, Ethan Frey, Ryan Mitchell, Chase Shores, J.D. Thompson, Quentin Young, and Kane Kepley there. On your low-numbered hits that were non-autoed, we got to 10 for Quentin Young, 3 of 10 on the black X-Fractor there. Out of 25, Slade Caldwell and Aaron Watson. Out of 35, J.B. Middleton. Out of 50, Kevin McGonigal, Michael Lombardi, and Felnin Celestine. Out of 75 here, Tayton Gray, Johnny Level, Caden Kent, Felnin Celestine, Caleb Lays, Eli Willits, and Mitch Voigt. Out of 99 here, Rock Riggio, Eduardo Taiit, Jamie Arnold, Cody Boker, Jake Cook, Corbin Dickerson, and Brian Curley. Out of 100 here, Dante Nori and Zach Root, both out of 100. Out of 125 here, Jesus Made, Theron Lorenzo, Yandel Ricardo, Justin Lampkin, Caleb Bonimer, Zach Root, JD Dix, Jefferson Rojas, and Jamie Arnold, all out of 125. Out of 150 here. Travis Sikora, Dominic Fritton, Sammy Stafura, Tyler Bremner, Johnny Slawinski, Ty Harvey, Michael Salina, Gavin Keelan, Eduardo Tate, and Cody Boker. Out of 199, Charlie Condon. That shouldn't have been in there. Braden Montgomery, but Ty Harvey on an auto to 199. Out of 250, Jackson Wiggins, Cam Caminetti, Arjun Namala, Chase Shores, Landon Harmon, Jesus Made, Quentin Young, Michael Olivedo, Murph Gray, Mitch Voigt, Tommy White, Tanner Franklin, Charles Davilan, Hagen Smith, Grant Richardson, and Nick Becker. On your paper numbered hits to 99, we got Jacob Reamer. To 150, we got Ryan Waldschmidt and Franklin Arias. To 499, we got Jamie Arnold, Johnny Level, Tommy White, Tyler Bremner, Brady Ebel, Ty Harvey, and Nick Becker. And on our speckles, we have Cade Obermuller, Nick Becker, and Cade Anderson. And for our shorter printed hits on the final draft, it is Gavin Keelan on the final draft there. Gavin, that is going to do it for our break. We do appreciate you guys hanging out and rocking with us. We have one more break on the day. That is going to be Topps Chrome Cosmic. So if you are in that break, make sure you tune back in about a little less than an hour. Other than that, you guys have a good rest of your Monday. Have a good rest of your week if we don't see you again. And remember, we do offer grading through PSA or Beckett. And we have other breaks coming up this week. So be on the lookout. There is a 5-case super jumbo break on Friday. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. Have a good rest of your Monday. Y'all take care. See you later.